Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Okay, tonight on the pregame show, welcoming with us Coach Edmondson, our longtime head boys basketball coach. Coach, how long have you been the coach here at Dale?
I've been the head coach here at Dale for 18 years. This is my 20th year here at Dale.
That's amazing. 18 years as the head coach at one place. Really impressive. Says a lot about you. Also says a lot about Dale as well. That just blows my mind. I did a little coaching too, Coach, and I don't think I was head coach anywhere longer than 4. And so it really is impressive to me. Where else have you coached?
I started off my first year, I coached at Hera, and then I went to Deer Creek for 5 years as an assistant coach at both those places. My first head coaching job was at high school, so that's when I started coaching. Coached a lot of kids whose parents I kind of grew up with and came to touch me together. So it was a really good deal. I had some good kids and good families that I got the opportunity to coach there. And I kind of grew up in this area also. I went to high school at Meeker. My first year of college, I went to ODU. So I was always familiar with Dale, and I knew the tradition. My wife is from Dale, so Dale was a place that we always kind of kept an eye on. And, always wanted to be part of the Dale. We wanted our kids to grow up in a good school district, and we thought Dale would be a great place for them.
Michelle works here as well. It's kind of coaching can be a kind of she's kind of your assistant coach and team mother and all that, and does a great job for us at the middle school as well. Obviously, last year, returned a lot from a team that won a state championship. Started 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. I know I got to watch all 3 of your state tournament games. Do you feel like did you expect going in last year to win the state championship, or what was your mindset going into last season?
No, we had a lot of question marks. We were so young. I mean, and we're small, so we didn't know, could 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores win basketball games at the high school level? Could 5'8", 5'9" guards, compete against seniors that were bigger and stronger than us? So there was a lot of question marks, and it was really a special year for these guys. I grew up, with Easton playing, and all of his friends on the team. I've kind of grown up with this group, so it made it really special. My wife and my daughter kept book, so we were kind of all involved. So it was kind of a storybook season with a storybook ending.
Kind of this team is not just you're just a little maybe closer, even though you're close to every team you coach, but just because these kids have been in and out of your house over the course of time.
Yeah,
it's a pretty unique situation.
Stayed the night a few times, and with our families. I've been really blessed to be put in this spot with a bunch of good families and a bunch of good kids to hang out with during the school year, but also hang out during the summertime also and play a lot of tournaments together. So this group's been on the floor a lot together, and they've had some really big challenges, played against some really good teams, and have won some really big basketball games. Now,
the year before last, you were in the state tournament. Did you make the semifinals?
We made the
semifinals. That's right. Won a close game against Morrison. It's an amazing game in overtime. I got to see that as well. Don't you think that even though they were young, don't you think that experience helped last year's team maybe pull off the state championship?
Yeah, they got to experience it, and I think it made them even hungrier. We had a really good team that year, and we felt like we could win it that year. We were really disappointed, so I think it made us even hungrier the next year to really win a state championship.
It is very rare for a team that young to pull it off, and so now that this year you've got the target, the proverbial target on your back, all those kids back, and we've already seen examples of that with the dog fights you've been in. At Preston, obviously didn't have Dayton in that game, and then at Bing, man, that was a tough game, and so you're going to get everybody's best shot every night. Obviously have a tough schedule ahead as well.
Yeah, that bullseye on our back, believe it or not, we've kind of always felt that way at Dale. I mean, I know you wouldn't believe this, but some people don't like Dale, which I can't imagine that.
I can't either.
But yeah, we've always felt like teams we always got their best shot. Teams wanted to beat Dale, and now it's kind of multiplied by 3, 4, or 5 now that we've won it. Everybody's the game they've got circled on their schedule, so we're going to get their best shot, and we've had some teams play really good against us, but In some ways, we look forward to it. We're trying to be the best team we can be, so playing against good people and getting that best shot every night. We know we have to go out and play. We know we have to be prepared. So in the long run, it's going to end up making us better. We're going to be a better team for that.
I agree. So, do have a lot of guys back. Can you talk about your team and just some guys that we do have returning and off to a good start this year?
Yeah, we want to get everybody healthy, and we would like to take advantage of our depth this year. We feel like our first 5 are better than every team we're going to match up against. We feel like our top 7 is better than the other team's top 7. I mean, we feel like our top 16 is better than the other team's top 16, and all the way down to the end of the bench. So we want to try to take advantage of our depth, play faster, play a little bit more full court defense, and kind of take advantage of that this year.
Obviously, the focus every night is, you have a lot of good players, and that's why you win it. You can't just win it with one, but there's a lot of focus on Dayton. Talk about him just a little bit.
Dayton who?
I can't remember what's his last name.
Oh yeah, Dayton's been just, I mean, they're all so much fun to coach, and Dayton too, he's such a coachable player. He's your typical superstar in that he's a great player, but he also makes all his teammates better. And everybody knows about his scoring and how he gets to the rim and gets highlight videos, gets dunks, but I enjoy more than anything all the little things he does, just seeing the floor, making the great pass. He's one of the best passers I've ever coached. Grabbing rebounds way up above the rim, and then also in big moments, stepping in front, taking charge. It's, he's such a complete player, but it's all those little things that he does, I think, really puts him at the top of the list.
On down the list, like I said, such a really well-balanced team. Deacon Jones, Levi Kelly, Jet Higdon, and on down the list. My goodness, it's a good group and so balanced. And what I really like about the group is how much they share the ball. And as a former coach, man, that's really beautiful to watch.
Oh yeah, I think that's really what makes them special. Just their work ethic, and they play hard. But they all see the floor so well, and they're all great passers. But their willingness to do it, their enjoyment to do it. I mean, you can tell they're not out there to score 10 points. They're not out there to score 20 points. They're just out there for the team to get as many points as we can. Somebody makes a good pass and somebody makes the shot. I mean, you see everybody on the floor, everybody on the bench is just as happy as that guy that happened to get the bucket. So they are very unselfish.
I thought Trey Chambers has made a huge jump from the state tournament last year, me seeing him and to what he is now. Really kind of fitting in with the guys that have had a little more experience.
He's worked really hard in the summertime. I mean, all these guys are such hard workers. Yeah, it's tough. We're talking about freshmen, especially when you're 6'5" or 6'6", and you're that young. That makes it even tougher. And he's really strong. He gets around, moves really well for somebody his age and his size. And yeah, he's worked hard. You can tell that it's benefiting him. He's playing really well.
I've noticed too, you can become a little bit better rebounding team than even last year with the strength that's added with him, Deacon, and of course Dayton's a great rebounder as well, and Jet. And just all of a sudden, it's tough to get an offensive board against the Pirates.
Yeah, they've worked so hard, and that's what's impressive is if you've been around this preseason this year, you'd think we lost last year because Deacon's up here getting up shots, he's working out. Same thing with Jet, Easton, Levi. They all played on summer teams, played at high level. I kind of giggle about it and think how you think we lost, and it's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm the luckiest coach in the state, maybe. In the states, in the United States, because I've got such a good group to work with and such good families here.
I love that. You mentioned Easton, and tell me a little bit about the challenges of coaching your own son.
He's actually made it really easy on me. We talked about being unselfish. He's too unselfish, which, me being the head coach probably helps me at times, but yeah, he would love to go out there and make a great pass and give it to somebody every single time. And he's another guy that does all the little things, takes charges, just gets the ball movement, and then when you think he's not going to shoot it, he'll put a dagger right in your eye, he'll hit a three, or he'll blow by you and get a layup. So, it's good as a coach. I get to encourage him to be more aggressive, because sometimes when you're on the other side of it, it's tough coaching your own son if they're taking the shot every single time. But he's made it really easy on me because he's such a good player and he's such an unselfish player.
Well, you mentioned that you're fortunate. We're all fortunate to get to watch the Pirates this year, and you do a great job, you and your staff, Coach Johnson as well. And he gets to take on his hometown tonight, Latta. So good luck to you, Coach, and the Pirates throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dale Pep Band here tonight at the Dale High School Gymnasium before the Lady Panthers and the Lady Pirates do battle. Back with the starting lineups and the opening tip after these messages. Dale Pirates basketball presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Better than opening night in a small town. Tonight, Dale welcomes in Latta, 2-1 Lady Pirate team, a 1-2 Lady Panther team. Sinkle, Parnatcher, Ryan, Williams, and Reeves, the starters for Latta. For Dale, it's Strange, Herman, Bell, Rutland, and Waller. Dale will go from left to right across your screen. Latta, the road black and gold, will go from right to left. First of a long homestand that takes us through the end of December. Embarking tonight for both the Dale boys and girls here at the high school gymnasium, a facility that was opened in 2019. These two teams with tradition that takes a back seat to nobody. And here we go. Brooklyn Ryan and Latta have controlled the opening tip against that push-down zone defense. Wing left is Sinkle. She'll bounce it across the floor. It's almost taken away from Williams. Williams needs some help. Now puts it on the floor and is able to get it to Parnacker, the freshman. Parnacker takes a dribble. Good ball movement by Latta, but it's knocked out of the hands that time of Ryan, and a turnover forced by Ava Bell. Half a minute gone, no score. Dale with her first possession. Mackenzie Herman, the senior, making her fourth consecutive start, averaging just a tick under 10 points a game. Operates out high, the pass soft. It's deflected. Good heads-up play by Kaylee Strange to save the possession. Out high, it's Bell. Back to Herman. The team's very deliberate. Will already too many soft passes to the Lady Pirates. Wing right, Brooke Rutland tries to penetrate the zone, can't. Now they work it back at the baseline for Mackenzie Herman. A minute gone, each team with one possession, and there's no score. Out high is Brooke Rutland, averages 21 a game to lead the Lady Pirates in scoring. Now it's Strange to Rutland. Rutland with 6:45 to play in a scoreless first period, dribbling around out front. Gets it now to Bell. As they run the weave, they'll bounce it to Strange to Rutland for three. It hangs on the front of the rim, rolls off. Rebound tipped and run down by Savannah Sinkle.
Good, rough start to that possession, but it ended up in a good result with a wide open three for the leading scorer, Brooke.
Sinkle into the front court. Quick three put up left wing by Kate Williams, and it's good. And just like that, Latta already off to a better start than they were at home against Vanoss, and they missed all 8 first-period field goals. 3-0 Lady Panthers. Bounce pass on the right baseline. Gracie Waller, her first touch. Out high to Strange, back to Waller. In front of the Atlanta bench. 3-0 Lady Panthers. Exactly 6 minutes to go here in the opening period from Dale. Rutland foul on extended right wing. Out high, it's Ava Bell. The sophomore puts it on the floor. Goes to Kaylee Strange. Strange touches it to Waller. Right side to Rutland. You have to like the discipline and the patience right now by Dale.
Absolutely, showing good discipline and going to work for another great shot here.
Mackenzie Herman, pressure between the circles by the freshman Parnacker. Foul line left with it is Bell. Back out high to Rutland, elbow right. It's Waller. Waller, offline pass, run down by Herman, wing left to Strange. To Rutland off of the screen, and the game is tied.
Great job executing the Eric Smith shuffle offense there.
9th three-pointer made by the senior Brooke Rutland. All-state tournament team a year ago, and the state semifinal loss for Dale. And another near turnover. They're going to call a tie-up, and this will be a turnover as Rutland was able to get engaged that time with Kate Williams. Williams is the youngest of 3 children of Jeff Williams, who spent a decade in East Central Ada as the Tigers athletic director. This past offseason, when Bruce Plunk retired, he not only left a vacancy on the girls' bench filled by his son Clay, but he also left a vacancy in the athletic director's office. And Jeff Williams, longtime East Central AD, answered the call in his alma mater. 3 put up left wing by Herman, no good. Rebound poked out to Strange, back to McKenzie. Herman with it, left circle against the zone. 4:50 to play here in the first period. We're tied at 3 on an exchange of three-pointers. One by Williams, the other by Rutland. Strange bounces it out front. They continue to work the perimeter. Bell run off the arc. Now pivots on the baseline, works to the foul line. She'll bounce it back out high for Kaylee Strange. Average length of possessions here early, over 30 seconds for both teams. As Bell puts up a turnaround jumper and it's blocked. Rebound to Latta. Brooklyn Ryan has it. Wing left to Parnacker through the paint. Scoops it up. Wouldn't drop. Rebound to Sinkle. Sinkle leaves the top of the circle to Ryan. Run off the arc. Pitches right side. Williams 3 brick. Rebound to Dale. It's controlled by Gracie Waller. Halfway through the first 8-minute stands and we're tied at 3. Only the third Dale possession of the night. Kaylee Strange, top of the circle to Bell. Right side for Waller. Waller puts up a deep 3 for the lead. Misses that one long. Weak side. Brooklyn Ryan has the Latta rebound. The Parnacker up ahead right side. Into the paint. It's Reeves the cover. They cover her up. Now they'll pull it back out. Parnacker works left circle. 3:41 to play first period. Todd Miller, Will Jones with you on DalePirates.tv. Our coverage brought to you by Bank First. Top of the key is Kate Williams in a travel. And that's going to be the 3rd turnover here early, forced by Dale. That's been a strength of theirs in a 2-1 start, all coming to the road. As the first off the bench tonight will be the much-anticipated debut of Carson Griggs, the outstanding softball player who's out for basketball for the first time this year after just verbally committing to the University of Kansas this past week. Game tied at 3, 3:26 to go, opening period. Right side with it is Rutland. Rutland 2 dribbles, leaves the top of the circle for Elia Landreth. She just checked in as well. Now it's Griggs. Carson 1 dribble, whips over the right side for Rutland. I know Eric is extremely excited to have Griggs out there. We see her get her first basket in the backdoor cut.
Wow, that was a great pick and roll and an unbelievable catch by Carson. Great pass by Brooke.
5-3 the score. 3 minutes to go, opening period. First lead of the night for Dale. Brooklyn Ryan kicks it over the left wing side. They harass Sinkle, who's able to get it back between the circles near the Pirate logo. Ryan, right side, bounce pass, tipped and stolen away. How about Carson's debut? A bucket and 1 in to steal in her first defensive series.
Instant impact.
Herman into the front court, right side for Gracie Waller. To Herman, swings it foul line left for Brooke Rutland. Had the first basket of the night for Dale, and by crossover dribble, she lost the handle. It'll be turnover number 1 for the Lady Pirates with 2:36 to play here in the opening period. And now one of the officials has come down to the scores table directly down in front of us and is saying something. And with a watchful ear was Clay Plunk. They asked his dad, Bruce, about him succeeding him as the head coach at Latta after spending 4 years as Bruce's assistant. He said, he has my vote of confidence. He's got a great mind. He grew up as a little boy watching film with me, and he said, he's willing to adjust and change. And he said in today's basketball world, that's important. You know that well.
Yeah, Bruce, one of the all-time good guys in Oklahoma athletics. I served on an athletic advisory board with him for many years. He's a great man.
Started only for 2 years, Quentin for 6, Bing at 22, and then was hired by Latta the summer of 2015. And now there's an official stoppage out of the floor. When he retired, Plunk had 476 career wins. That ranked him 75th on the top 133 list in Oklahoma girls high school basketball. Only one Dale coach is in the top 133, and that's the man who the gym next door is named for, Harold Jones. They've called a technical foul. I think it has to do with the scorebook.
Something to do with the book, has to be.
Yep. Brooke Ryan hits both. Brooklyn Ryan, and it's 5-5. So I'm wondering if maybe Griggs, who hasn't played yet, wasn't in the scorebook.
Yeah, sometimes you just kind of overlap it and throw in what was in their last game.
Wing left is Kate Williams. They trap her the quarter. She bounces it back for Parnacker. Parnacker's pitched off foul line left. She'll hand it to Ryan for 3. Misses softly off the front of the rim. Look at the aggressive play that time. Going to the floor was Griggs to rip it away from 2 Lady Panthers. Up ahead with it is Herman. Her half-court pass deflected. Parnacker has it right side. It's 1-on-3, and now the freshman got by with a carry. She'll slow it down between the circles. Out high is Kate Williams. Williams penetrates and had her pocket picked by Landry. 4 turnovers now for Latta. Make that 5. And almost a turnover for Dale as Herman gets a deflected pass for the backcourt. Rutland veers left, hands it off of the wing for Waller. Under 2 minutes to go, opening period. You see the score on the bottom left of your screen. Dale and Latta tied at 5-5. This game, in terms of scoring, played to the liking of the Panthers, who averaged less than 31 points per ball game. Dale comes in averaging 49. Their state semifinal team last year averaged 55 plus. Right side is Herman. Top of the key for Griggs. Parson with it left side to Rutland. Rutland veers through the top of the key. 1:19 already to go here in the first period. Right corner is Rutland. To the foul line, Griggs. Good soft hands. You've seen her as a receiver here early, Will, with great hands.
Absolutely. And another thing I noticed is the physical presence that she brings.
Rutland tries to cross over. Latta's defense has been really good here in the first 7 minutes of play. We're at 1:07 to go in the opening period, tied at 5. Right side of the basketball is Herman. Hands it off, and the 3 by Rutland back rims. Brooke made her first, has missed her last 2 from 3-point range. Latta has it, a 5-5 tie. Parnacker with it right corner. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Kate Williams down low to Ryan. Cuts to the rim, missed the layup. Bodies on the deck and pull it out with a dribble is Ryan. She'll reset, drives, kicks left. Williams, jumper good. Kate Williams with 5 and a timeout called.
Support your school's Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Dale basketball brought to you by the First National Bank, D&D Truck Sales, and Boomerang Diner. Appreciate all the supporters of Dale Athletics this season, making things happen here in Potawatomi County. Wing left is Herman. Cross courts it, Rutland. Wasn't ready, fumbles it, saves it in bounds. Boy, a sloppy start to this ball game. Ryan kicks it left side, Parnacker. Backs down to Ryan, elbow left. Down the paint she goes, throws up a high runner. It's in the 10, rattled out, ball over the rebound. Dale needs to slow down. They're trying to force the issue instead of getting caught up to play Latta style. And right now the Lady Pirates aren't comfortable with their own style.
Yeah, really struggling on the offensive end.
Rutland's three, in and out for the right corner. Rebound to Senko. And it's primarily been one and done for the Lady Pirates, who have been a good rebounding team through 3 games. Right side is Senko. Lobs it out front. Ryan, Parnacker kicks it left side. Williams, corner 3, no good. Nothing but white jerseys around the 10, and then finally, Gracie Waller peels it away for the Lady Pirates. We played 2:10 here in the second period, still 7-5 Latta's. It goes at the end of one. That front court, Waller. Latta playing a terrific defense. I mean, they are sticking to Dale on the perimeter.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit tight on our home opener, Todd, and sometimes that's a little adjustment. We hadn't played in front of the home crowd and our friends yet.
Briggs in traffic, puts it on the floor, and on the turnover, a foul called against Dale. They're going to call that on Mackenzie Herman. That's her first, and can you believe it? We played 2.5 minutes of the second period. That is the first team foul against the Lady Pirates, only the third here of the game. 7-5 Dale. Nothing has been to the extreme of high here in the first period and a half. Kate Williams bounces it to Ryan. Now they work it down low, pivot to the block, losing the handle. And a foul, no, a tie-up, and it's going to be Dale basketball. It was Kaylee Rudd, the freshman that is out there for the first time tonight for Clay Plunk's team. She put the ball on the deck in traffic, and that resulted in a turnover. Dale has gone almost 3 minutes here in the second period without points. They're still 1 possession down at 7-5. Rutland between the circles for Strange. Kaylee left foul line extended for Bell. Back to Herman. Herman right side to Waller. Gracie hadn't had many looks. Nearly threw it away. It's ripped away out front by Rutland. Wing left for Bell. Or excuse me, that's Strange. 4:55 to play first period. They'll trigger a 3 and they got it. And guess who it is? Brooke Rutland. With her second correction, that's Waller with her first. And it's 8-7 Lady Pirates. Gracie Waller from 3 had been 4 of 17 for 23.5% before that made. Rudd drives baseline left, goes up, and Waller gets the defensive stand on the other end. Rebound to Dale. They want to run. Rutland 2-on-1, bounces it to Bell. Latta gets back. They kick it left corner. 3, good!
There we go. Get a little nice, easy transition 3, penetration pitch. That's a good open 3.
Haley Strange knocks the eyes out of her first 3. That's 6 straight now by the Lady Pirates, and a turnover on an offensive foul at the other end against the Lady Panthers.
Maybe that lid's going to come off for us now with those last 2 threes going down.
Brooklyn Ryan has her first personal foul. Team fouls are even at 2. 6 straight on back-to-back three-pointers by Waller and Strange. And it's 11-7 Dale, their biggest lead of the night. These two have played 3 times and were scheduled for a 4th meet in the state tournament. We told you the pregame show. The meeting in 2020 canceled due to COVID, a first-round matchup. Foul line right, Waller. To Bell, falling away on the baseline, and it's short, maybe even partially deflected by Mallory Reeves, and it's out of bounds off Dale. Halfway through period number 2. Todd Miller, Will Jones with you from Dale, the high school gymnasium tonight, the home opener. It's nearly December. This is the first time we've seen either boys or girls team at home here this season. Top of the key, Ryan kicks it left side. Back out high to Parnacker against the 2-3 zone, and Latta throws it away. Parnacker thought that Cinco was going to be in the left corner, and she was a good 4 or 5 feet away on the wing.
This game is flying by, Todd, with the long possessions and no fouls.
3:33 to play here in the first half, 11-7, 18 points and 4 fouls between the two. Now there have been some turnovers, but that's been about the only thing that's been elongated here in the first half. Another turnover for Dale right on cue as Ryan comes up with a stolen bounce pass to Parnacker, right front court. Out high is Brooklyn Ryan. Now it's Parnacker with 3:10 to go here in the first period. Dale very active, now trapped out of the wings against the 2-3 zone. And a near turnover as the entry pass caroms off Reeves' hands, and it's run down left front court by Cinco. Cinco cuts right, leaves it for Ryan. She'll cross-court it, and it's fumbled out of bounds by Williams.
Parnacker, number 11, the freshman, is just giving us fits on our offensive end. Whoever she's on, she's getting a hand on a pass and really disrupting.
You know, it just amazes me to think when I was a freshman in high school to have been asked to play on this stage. I mean, you're just out of middle school, and some of these freshmen, especially at smaller schools, are asked to do things like upperclassmen.
Absolutely. She's doing a good job.
Shelby Parnacker is just that. She had just 4 points against the Nos. Went into that ball game as their leading scorer. She intercepts a pass out front, intended for Herman. Parnacker 2-on-2. Great hustling play that time by Landreth as she intercepted it and saved it in bounds. Strange did is tied up on the deck by Reeves, and Latta avoids the turnover with the arrow with 3:33 to go here in the first half. 11-7 Dale. I'm going to tell you right now, Clay Plunk could hope for nothing more than what he's gotten here in this first half. Dale on a 6-0 run. They inbound to Ryan, who goes up. Shot blocked by Griggs. Rebound to the Lady Pirates. Landreth had it. Now to Strange. Veers left. That's Herman, excuse me. To Rutland, his spin. Shot was in the cylinder from straight on. No good. Rebound to Cinco. Well, how many of those have the Lady Pirates had here in this first half? Cross-court pass, wing left to Sheridan Adair. Bounces at top of the key to Ryan. Through 2 defenders to the goal. Misses the layup. Rebound tipped around like a volleyball. In the paint, Reeves has it. And a travel called out front. It's against Brooklyn Ryan.
Even though that basket didn't fall for Brooke on the last possession, I like her being a little more aggressive. We need to also see Mackenzie Herman maybe force the issue here a little bit.
Herman is plus 39 on the floor in playing time through the first 3 games of the year. She hasn't scored a point here in the first half. There's a great pass to Brooklyn, and look you there on cue. McKenzie lays it in. That's 8 straight reeled up by the Lady Pirates, 13-7.
Nice little UCLA cut called up by Eric Smith.
Wing side is Adair. Sheridan bounces it to Parnacker, pulls it away. Out high Ryan, and she took steps. Latta, if you pressure them just a little bit, because they're young, they have a tendency to shuffle their feet, and we saw an example right there as we get a timeout on the floor. 1:33 to play here in the first half. Dale on an 8-0 run. The Lady Pirates lead Latta 13-7. This is Dale basketball presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle. Ty Miller, Will Jones, the crew with you. 13-7 Dale, late first half, 1:33 to play here with a home opener. Dale has won 2 straight at Bing and at Ampo after losing in their opener at Preston. And a foul out high, and it's going to be called on Strange. The moving screen. That's a good call. And that's 13th foul number 3 against Eric Smith's club. Eric, 17 seasons as a high school girls basketball coach, 365 wins, 120 losses. And a lob pass knocked out of bounds, last touched.
Is that a good record, Todd?
Elia Landreth. You know, I didn't know if it was until I did the winning percentage, 753.
That's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. The question is that good enough for you? Because you're the one that signs the paycheck.
It's plenty good enough for me.
There you go. Parnacker on the inbounds, fires a 3 top of the circle, missed it. Rebound tip, Parnacker has it. Well, she's been everywhere on the floor. Open 2 out high is knocked down by Ryan inside the arc.
Those extra possessions will make you pay.
Brooklyn had 2 on a pair of technical free throws, gets her first field goal. Ends an 8-0 Lady Pirate run. Latta climbs to within 4, 13-9. Bounce pass to Griggs. Fall away baseline right jumper, no good. Lady Panthers have it with Savannah Sinkle. 41 seconds to play here in the first half. 13-9. I'm not sure the crowd's even settled in with their popcorn before this first half's over. Parnacker drives, cross courts it for Adair. They'll pull it back out to Ryan. They'll be surprised if Latta plays for the final shot of the half, and they probably would have, but they turned it over. And then a bad pass from Waller up ahead as she was looking for Strange, is taken right back. Down the floor comes Ryan, pulls up elbow right, misses strong. Parnacker tips the rebound out, and it's out of bounds off Latta. And they've had 2 possessions, Will, since I said don't be surprised if they play for the final shot of the half.
Absolutely, and I always like to watch to see how teams handle those. I like seeing us get the last second shot here with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, I said 10. There's 14 down to go. First half. Strange with a basketball. Dale a chance to build on a lead. Strange for 3. Knocks it down right circle.
We will take that.
She has 2 3-point baskets in this run. 2 seconds, 1 second. Parnacker will not get a shot off because Strange got in her way as she brought it to the front court. So after it was 8-7 Latta, 9-1 the run for the Lady Pirates to close the first half, and they lead by 7 at halftime. We'll step aside and be back in just a moment. This is Dale Basketball presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle. Dale Pirates basketball on DalePirates.tv, presented by Bank First in association with L&S Construction, Sparks Heat and Air, BNC Lighting, Bank First Insurance Services, Aaron Capps, SSM Health, Shawnee, Vision Bank, the Bank First Insurance Services, Kyle Rosebud, and the 4J Foundation. Todd Miller back here with you inside the Dale High School Gymnasium, 16-9. Lady Pirates on top of the Lady Panthers, thanks to a first half closing 9-1 run that included 3 3-point baskets, the first by Rutland, the second by Waller, and the third by Kaylee Strange. And it is 16-9. Latta, who's had a lot of problems scoring the basketball this year, has just 2 players combining for the 9 points. Kate Williams has 5, 4 from Brooklyn Ryan, 2 of those on technical free throws. Latta in the first half was 2 of 2 from the stripe. Leading score at halftime for the Lady Pirates is Kaylee Strange with 6, 3 points apiece. Brooke Rutland, Gracie Waller, 2 points each for Mackenzie Herman, and Carson Briggs, who's making her debut here tonight at home. 7-5, Latta at the end of 1. It's an 11-4 second period advantage for Dale, and the Lady Pirates in the halftime locker room looking for the 3rd win of the season, lead 16-9. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more. The second half coming up shortly. This is Dale Basketball, presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle. Todd Miller, Will Jones back here with you from Dale High School Gymnasium. Festivities winding down. About a minute to go before the start of the second half. And Latta's going to have to find some way to get points on the scoreboard. They have been offensively challenged, coming in averaging just 30.7 points per ball game. They've been held to less than 30 twice, most recently just 16 in a 43-16 home opening loss to Vanoss. Final game before Thanksgiving. Bank First has deep roots in Oklahoma with loyal relationships and resources to help our communities and this state reach its full potential. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to the Dale Pirates, and loyal to you. Bank First, member FDIC. It's a 9-4 run for Dale that essentially was a 9-1 run to close the half. And the Lady Pirates did it in a second period, in which coming in through 3 games, they'd only made 5 3-point baskets and 20 tries. They made 3 3-pointers in the second 8-minute stanza. And the second period this year, by field goal percentage, was their second worst field goal shooting period of the season at 32%, but that was their best of the first 2. Their worst through 3 games field goal percentage quarter has been this, the third, where they shoot less than 24%. Dale basketball with it as Herman goes behind the back, leans for the right area, misses the shot. Latta has the rebound. Half minute gone here into the second period. Barnacker with it. Kicks it off for the left baseline. Going to the rim, overshooting everything that time. Was Cinco who had the shot challenged, and the Lady Pirates with the window.
Though McKenzie may have forced that, I think that's a message from Eric Smith to turn it up a little notch.
Strange out front, Rutland. Dale moving from right to left. Ava Bell's been quiet tonight. No points, averaging almost 6 a game. Right side, Waller. She stays hot as she knocks the eyes out of another 3. Dale tonight, Will, has just 2 buckets inside 3-point range.
Wow. Yeah, that's we're just being too passive, passing around the perimeter. We need to penetrate a little more.
They have 7 total, 5 from beyond the arc. Foul line right with it is Brooklyn Ryan to the goal. Missed it, challenged by Waller. Ball tipped out, Parnacker has it. Air ball's a runner. Another offensive rebound to Reeves. She had it ripped into her hands by Waller. That's a tie-up, and it will stay Lady Panthers basketball with 1:03 gone here in the third period.
The other thing you mentioned earlier in the first half was we're not getting many second opportunities. It's one and done.
19-9, the lead, the biggest for either side here in the first half, the ball game. Baseline left of the block. Williams spins, goes up. Good defense by Waller, and then she gets the rebound, and over the back goes Williams. That's her second personal foul. First whistle of the second half against either side with 6:42 to go in the third. 19-9, Dale is starting to pull away thanks to a 12-1 run dating back to the late stages of the second period. Mackenzie Herman dribbles on the big Pirate logo in the center circle. Looks like Latta's gone almost to a man-to-man defense. And bad ball handling by Herman results in a turnover. McKenzie had her pocket pick and then commits the foul after the steal by Brooklyn Ryan. And that's the second of McKenzie. First team foul against the Lady Pirates, third period.
Yeah, Latta's in that soft man again. That's giving us fits.
6:22 to play, third period. Right side is Kate Williams, and she throws it away. Good defense by Dale. Out of the pack, Rutland bounces it to Bell, and she's banged into in the left low post. Foul will be called against Williams. That's her third personal. That's big. She's their leading scorer tonight with 5 points.
Active hands by Ava Bell. Getting us going in transition.
You know, what I like to see is I don't really think the frustration of the offensive end, Will, has spilled over to the defensive end tonight.
Absolutely right. That's a good sign for Eric Smith and his team.
Paisley Anderson will come in for the first time, a freshman, and go to the bench is Kate Williams with those 3 fouls. Herman will inbound left corner. Ava Bell, Rutland, one hands a pass to Strange. They work it around the perimeter. Waller has the only points on the board here in the second half for either side. Gives it up to Bell. Bell drives, pulls up, banks home a runner. Ava Bell with her first bucket. She's been good as a sophomore, shooting almost 36% for the season. 21-9, Dale, their biggest lead of the night. And a near steal out front. Ball deflected by Bell, run down by Parnacker. And now they do throw it away. Trying to cross quarter. It's intercepted by Herman. To the goal. And a good strip that time by Parnacker to save, at least for the time being, a basket.
She is just a pest. She can really run, and she's got great hands.
The only period this year in which Dale has been outscored by the opposition is the third. It's also the period in which they shoot less than 24%. 39-32 in the third, and a three-pointer that time by Ava Bell, who's got 5 straight. No such happenings tonight as Dale has started on an 8-0 run here in 2.5 minutes of the third. Right side, Paisley Anderson. Out high, Ryan. They gamble for the steal. She goes by him, rattles it down, long 2, in and out. Rebound to Latta. Parnacker all day to look at a 3, and she knocks it down. She had time to go get a hot dog and a diet soda and get back there and make that 3. I mean, there was nobody out there to challenge her. 5 minutes to go, third period, 21-12 our score. Kaylee Strange, right side, Gracie Waller. Waller bounces it to Ava Bell. Bell, 2 dribbles, hands it off to Brooke Rutland. She'll bounce it to Herman. Good patience again by Dale. Despite not shooting well tonight early, they have really stayed patient on the offensive end. 4:40 to go in the third. Between the rings with the basketball is Strange. Now to Waller. Gracie jump passes to Kaylee right side. She brought her pivot foot up and came back down, so that's a turnover. Out of the lineup is Mallory Reeves. Kaylee Rudd will come in for Latta. Well, they need a bucket in a big way. They're down 23-12. Just 1 3-point basket from Parnacker is all they have in almost half the third period. Foul line left, Ryan. Whips it across the floor. Parnacker, same spot, will trigger this 3. Misses long. Rebound like a hot potato off 3 or 4 hands. Bell has it one-on-one, and Parnacker running by, strips it out of bounds again.
She ran so hard and got in position to make that play. Really nice play by the freshman.
I promise you, she's going to make mistakes. Yeah. She's a freshman, but you can live with those mistakes with that type of
Absolutely.
Effort. 4:09 to play. They inbound. Herman off the back of a Lady Panther gets it, then pulls up in the paint, missed the jumper. The Lady Panthers with a rebound. Latta tried to avoid a 1-3 start, and they turn it over again. Bell had an interception with a bounce pass. Ava didn't have the numbers, pulls
Good
up right side.
Now
it's Waller again for 3. Nope, that one won't drop. A good hustle by Rutland, saves it in bounds, but it's run down by Katie Rudd with 3:47 to play here in the third. 23-12 our score. Parnacker turns to the right wing 3, goes to the goal, scoops it up. There's a freshman mistake. Got too far to the backboard, hit the bottom of it. Rebound to Herman. Up ahead right side, Rutland. Whips it, top of the key. Strange's 3 rattles off. Nobody down to rebound except Latta. Brooklyn Ryan has it for the Lady Panthers, and they'll slow it down as she comes across the midcourt strike. 3:17 to play in the third. 23-12. Dale looking to improve to 3-1 in the young season and start this long homestand for the next month off of the right foot. Parnacker with Rutland poking away from behind, able to pull it down and bounces it to Ryan. Dale still in that 2-3 zone, and good hands by Herman to knock the ball off of Latta out of bounds, and that will be a turnover. As coming in will be Carson Griggs for the first time, along with Elia Landreth for the first time here in the second half. 2:52 to play, third period. Todd Dillon, Will Jones with you on DalePirates.tv, presented by Bank First. Left circle, open 3. Waller got it out of the way. Gracie Waller with 9 points. She has 3 3-point baskets. How about this? She was 4 for 17 in the first 3 road games of the year from beyond the arc. Latta tries to get it back. The 3 won't go, but a terrible foul that time by Brooke Rutland. She fouled a jump shooter who missed the 3, and Brooke has her first.
Really good inside-out pass from Carson Griggs out to Gracie Waller. Has a bit of a hot hand here for the Lady Pirates.
She does. Waller came in, 7 made field goals, 4 of those from 3. 24% field goal shooter, 23.5% from 3. First of 3 foul shots by Paisley Anderson is good. Latta has a tendency to struggle from the field. Second of the 3 free throws is no good. They have 3 of the 13 points from the line. They only have 4 made field goals in the ballgame. We told you that against Vanoss, they went 0 for 8 in the first period, 2 for 22 in the first half from the floor. She only gets 1 of 3, so a break for Dale. Lady Pirates unable to get the rebound. Sinkle picks it up. It's taken away that time by Waller, who then travels.
Elia was down there in a fist fight trying to come up with that ball, and all of a sudden she's back in a basketball game and traveled.
Dale doubling up Latta, 26-13 here at the high school gymnasium in the home opener. This building first opened in 2019. Already a lot of tradition in such a new facility. Kelby Parnacker between the circles. This venue, like so many on this Dale campus, sparkling new with a lot of hope and a bright future. Paisley Anderson, approaching 2 minutes to go here with the third period. Ryan Parnacker cutting backdoor single. They defend her. She cross courts it, jumper good. Anderson's hit the last three on a wing left jumper to 26-15 Dale. Mackenzie Herman, right side Rutland around the top of the circle. Now Landrum tries to get deep, can't, sets Rutland up for three.
Oh.
That one is short. Follows her own shot, goes to the rim, and an offensive foul. Or are they going to call a block? They're going to call a block on the Lady Panthers. That's Anderson's first, and that's going to send Rutland to the free throw line for a pair.
Maybe these free throws can get her kind of rolling. She turned down a wide open three in transition. That's not normal for her. Maybe these free throws can get her loose. Kind of like late in the game there at Ampo last week.
First free throw is short. Brooke Rutland coming in for the stripe is 14 of 18 for 78%. In the third and fourth periods combined this year, Dale is now 21 of 29, just under 75% in closing time of games for the stripe. They get 1 of 2. That's their first free throws attempted tonight. The lead back to a dozen, 1:36 to play. Third period, 27-15. Parnacker around Rutland, cut off elbow left. Good defense that time by Landry. They'll swing it right. Anderson steps into a three, no good. Rebound tip. Latta has another second chance. Ryan has it, trying to cross quarter to collision, and a foul call as Parnacker ended up on the floor. And that foul is against Herman. That's her third.
You mentioned about earlier how we hadn't been to the free throw line. Well, it's because another thing you mentioned was all those threes that we're relying on from the perimeter were not attacking and getting to the line.
You're right. These two are going to play later after Christmas in Latta as part of a home and home. So we'll see how this Lady Panther team improves under first-year coach Clay Plunk. And there's a travel off the inbounds pass. Unforced mistake by the Lady Panthers. They've had a lot of those today. 1:18 to play, third period, 27-15 our score. Dale at 16-9 at half, trailed by 2 at the end of 1, 7-5. Waller points, wants a screen. Gets it now to Griggs on a screen and roll. Carson is trapped in the right block, funnels it across the paint. Now to Rutland for 3, missed short. Rebound tipped a couple of times. Herman had it. McKenzie gets it to Rutland. Layup is good. It said they haven't had many second opportunities. It took them 3 to pay that trip off. 29-15, 41 seconds to play in the third. Paisley Anderson gets a deflected pass, intercepted by Herman. I don't know how many deflections tonight Dale has, as the foul is against Jolie Myers, who's out for the first time, another freshman on the roster. See if Dale plays for the final shot of the period. We're under 40 seconds to go in the third. My money says no.
Yes.
Waller against the zone, cross courts at Rutland. There you go. Herman, quarter 3, no. Rutland the rebound to Bell. They'll reset to Griggs between the circles. Carson attacks right. Maybe got by with a travel. Bounces it for Bell. It's knocked away. Diving to the floor is Kaylee Rudd, and she has the turnover for Latta. 10 seconds to go in the third. Up the right sideline is Brooklyn Ryan. Cross courts it, banging her way to the rack is Rudd. And a travel. She kicks it out left wing to Jolie Myers. So Myers, who's just checked in, has a foul and a turnover in less than 45 seconds of playing time.
Plenty of time
to go in the third.
Yeah.
29-15 our score. They'll inbound to Herman. 2 seconds. 1 second. McKenzie is fouled out front by Brooklyn Ryan. That is her second. And it should be the fifth and is against Latta with 1.9 seconds to go in the period.
See Coach Smith here calling a quick hitter for that baseline out of bounds play.
Herman to trigger it in baseline right, lobs it for Griggs, who catches, goes back up and in off the window. Carson Griggs at the buzzer gets her second basket in her debut, and it will be a 16-point lead with Dale heading to the fourth. 31-15 our score. This is Pirates basketball, presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle. Dale Athletics proudly supported by Herring Steel, Dak Liners, Butler Roofing, and Herring Concrete Construction. Big thank you to our title sponsor, Bank First, providing broadcast this season here on DalePirates.tv. 15-6, yeoman's work in the third period for Eric Smith's club.
Really nice third period. I think Coach Smith was a little disappointed in the half, and he got his message across to his team.
7 3-point baskets tonight. Well over a third of their season total coming in. They had 17 in a 2-1 start. We're speaking of the Lady Pirates, shooting just 25% before tonight. And the home cooking serving them well beyond the arc. Waller lobs it down low to Griggs. Bangs her way on a turnaround jumper right block. It spins off, no good. And the rebound to Savannah Sinkle.
Griggs really provides a different look for the Lady Pirates, that post offense.
Barnacker banks in a runner, and she'll get it and one. Foul is against Waller. That's her first. I like the way Eric Smith has handled Carson. He probably could have played her before Thanksgiving. He said, she's not ready, and you know what? I feel better about bringing her along slowly since she came out late.
You mentioned he had a pretty good record. Yeah. He knows what he's doing, and I thought he did handle it really well. It's a really good point.
Don't start that rumor about him knowing something. Barnacker misses on the free throw, and a loose ball foul called against Latta. That will go against Sinkle, and that's her first. I can remember Eric's first season, first of 10 at Alvin. First year coaching girls basketball. I thought he might soon be headed back to the boys' game. Herman pulls up the free throw line and gets a soft roll. It hit the rim and drops home. He led the Lady Bugs to the state tournament that first year, but I remember him being more nervous than the girls were. In his first of many state tournament appearances now, he's become one of the game's great coaches in Oklahoma. Runner from Ryan can't back in. Dale Seals for the rebound. A minute gone here with the fourth. 33-17. Eric's pretty much been good at everything he does. He's a great golfer. He's a tremendous high school basketball player. Played collegiately at Northwestern and Alva and Sterling College. And a foul against Barnacker is her first. So Dale will throw in after the sixth foul here of the second half against the Lady Panthers.
You know, I'm not sure how good he is at grilling or cooking steaks. I'm not sure if he's very good at that.
I'm going to guess he doesn't cook.
Yeah. I'm with you. I bet he doesn't cook.
By looking at him, you can tell he can eat.
Yeah, I think that's all Kim's doing.
Yeah, I know it is. It's actually the seventh foul, not the sixth against Latta, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Mackenzie Herman, and the free throw's up and good. That's the fifth for Mackenzie. 3 of those have come here in the second half. Eric truly is one of the great guys in coaching. Second one is up, and it's good. Herman gets both. Dale has not had many opportunities, only 4, but they've cashed in on 3 of those 4 for the line tonight. Lady Pirates have stretched that zone out towards midcourt. Barnacker spots up for another 3 and rolls off. Rebound tipped a couple of times, and it's out of bounds. It'll go to Dale. Last touch by the Lady Panthers.
Has Barnacker been out tonight? She had a rest?
No.
I wouldn't take her out either.
She had a tough game their last outing. Had just 4 against Vanoss. She had been their leading scorer in a loss at Ampo and a win over Calera. She's seen the going tough against 2 elite teams the last 2 games. Just 7 points against Vanoss and Dale. Left side, Ava Bell with the basketball. 6.5 to play. They'll swing it right side for Gracie Waller. Dale has had all sorts of success in this new gym. It hadn't really mattered in the history of this girls program where they play. Play on the moon and they would probably win. Waller puts up a three, misses that one from the head of the circle. Rebound to Ryan through two defenders to the goal. Scoops it up, misses the layup short. And a foul, Mallory Reeves. I think they're calling it on the attempt stick back. That's the fourth on Mackenzie Herman. So it's going to be two free throws now for Mallory Reeves. Reeves is only one of two seniors on this Latta roster. The other being Brooklyn Ryan. Everybody else is predominantly underclassmen. First free throw good.
I like this substitution by Eric Smith, bringing Carson Griggs in for his quarterback, which I called her the last time out, Mackenzie Herman, just to settle her down, make sure, she's pretty indispensable as that primary ball handler. So calm her down, make sure she knows the situation.
Dale, number 3 all-time in state tournament wins in the history of girls basketball in the state of Oklahoma, 45-28. Second free throw, no good by Reeves, so she gets one of two, and then Dale throws it away at the other end. 35-18, under 6 minutes to play. Hardacker up the left side, crosses over, gets to the rim, layup good, and she's fouled. Tell you what, when she really figures out what's going on out there, she's going to be a dangerous, dangerous player in the future for the Lady Panthers.
That was a really nice transition move, and it kind of told me a little bit more about her and as a player. She, like you said, if she gains some confidence, she's going to be a handful.
Carson Griggs. Problematic tonight for Latta. Hardacker drives, and it looked like Strange had a clean steal from behind, poked it free, but they say she was reaching. Kaylee with her first, or make that her second, so Hardacker back to the free throw line where she's 0 of 2 tonight. Dale last year in the 2A state tournament went 1-1, defeated Silo, lost to Pecola by a point. It has to leave Eric Smith and company wondering what if. Pecola went on to win the 2A title. Hardacker misses the front end of the 1-1. Lead remains 17, 4:50 to play. Latta lost to the quarterfinals to Hooker, 44-39. Those are two communities separated by hundreds of miles. Haley Strange, top of the circle, bounces to Griggs, left wing to Waller. To the top of the key, now it's Rutland. Herman back out there with those 4 fouls, so she went on the bench long. 4:17 to play. Well, now you work on yourself.
Absolutely.
Griggs backing down, good defense. Pitches it out high. The three hits softly off the front of the rim from Strange, bound away. Latta with a rebound. Controlled by Ryan up the right sideline to Parnacker. Turns to a three, drives. Good defense by Gracie Waller to cut her off. Waller's had just a terrific night tonight. Ball deflected. Williams runs it down for the Lady Panthers. Between the defenders out front is Sinkle. Dale putting just enough pressure at the top and on the wings to really discombobulate this Latta offense. Parnacker's three, right circle, no good. Spun out. Griggs with a rebound.
Griggs showing that she may not quite be in basketball shape yet.
3:41 to play. How big of a blessing is that to halfway through your junior year already know where you're going to go collegiately, because she's going to be a big-time recruit.
Absolutely, and so many offers, and it was a tough decision for her, and just happy she's able to come to a conclusion.
Strange draws the foul on Rudd, so Mackenzie, not Strange, but Mackenzie Herman will go to the free throw line. Congratulations to Carson. Division I commitment to the University of Kansas, and Herman rattles the free throw in and out. 76% foul shooting for the Lady Pirates coming to this one. Their opponents, and this is impressive, Will, have only attempted 28 free throws through 3 games. Now that count's going to go up after Latta's been there multiple times tonight. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, you want your free throw totals that you attempt to be high and your opponents to be low. That's a good sign.
10 free throws attempted by the Lady Panthers tonight. Elbow right within his Sinkle to Parnacker for 3 again. She's not afraid to trigger. Back rims that one. Rebound to Ava Bell. That's what she does well. Averaging almost 7 rebounds a game. They get it up ahead to Rutland. Draws contact, lays it up, missed it. Bodies on the floor and a foul call. They're going to call it on Carson Griggs as she was battling that time with Kate Williams. Griggs with her second personal foul. Eighth foul against the Lady Pirates, so both teams are into the 1-and-1. Both teams with 8 fouls. Savannah Sinkle, the sophomore, to the free throw line. First one is up, and she rattles it home. Before that make, talking about squandered opportunities, Latta had been 4 of 10 for the free throw line.
Yeah, this could be they shoot them really well. It could be close to just a 10-point game.
Sinkle's second free throw no good. Only one Lady Panther down there to contest the rebound, so it's an easy Dale carry. Dale has been fortunate through 4 games. Herman drives to Rutland, good dish, and she lays it in. And a timeout for a substitution. Latta will bring Brooklyn Ryan back into the ballgame. I say they're lucky for the foul line through 3+ games. Their opponents shooting less than 52% at the stripe. Before tonight, they were 15 of 28. They are now 5 of 12 for the Lady Panthers from Latta tonight. 39-21, we're under 3 minutes to play. I don't know if this second half has taken longer, if it was just by comparison to the first half. A turnover as Landreth knocks the ball away. Picked up by Strange to the goal. Left-handed layup is good.
16 fouls right now through this half. Early, late in the second or first half, it was 4 total.
Strange has 8. It's a season high for her. Plus minus coming in had been in the 20s, so she's been a productive contributor as well. Parnacker's pass offline, out of bounds. Parnacker, boy, she's hard on herself. You can see her down there tugging at her jersey and kind of talking to herself.
Yeah, those
she's a competitor.
Ones that have a chance to be special. There's a reason they end up that way, because they have high expectations for themselves.
2:17 to play in this one. It's all over but the shouting. A 20-point Dale lead. Kind of a workmanlike performance as well. Strange to Ava Bell to Herman out front. Right side Landreth to Rutland.
Here we go.
Got it, top of the key. Their second 3 at a time out on the floor. And Eric Smith is not happy with the sophomore Ava Bell at all.
She got a little discombobulated on offense that time, and that's the second 3 made in Coach Smith's shuffle offense tonight. One in the first half, one here in the second. And sitting here with a 23-point lead, feeling pretty good.
It's a 30-second timeout, and Ava Bell still hearing from the 5th-year head coach of the Lady Pirates. If you're looking for a bank with the strength of a national bank, but service delivered with a smile from your neighbor, Bank First is your choice. Bank First, loyal to Dale, loyal to you. Bank First, member FDIC. And the DalePirates.tv crew with you. Let me just say, Will and I have gotten a lot of comments positive about our broadcast. We're not the important part. Those guys running the camera and producing this broadcast are what you're enjoying here on DalePirates.tv.
Alex Benito and his broadcasting class just really getting good at what they're doing.
Now it's pass to Ryan, foul line left. It's a whole new world for them. First year they've had that broadcasting class. Ryan will trick her 3. It's an air ball. 3 steps behind the arc left circle, and it will go back to Dale as Aaron Kerr, a freshman, will come in for the first time. Paisley Anderson comes back in as well. Sheridan Adair has come out for the Lady Panthers. 1:41 to play. I've done this long enough to know that you might hear us, but we're not the one really doing all the work.
Absolutely.
Strange between the circles to Rutland. Foul line left to Bell. Top of the key to Herman, right side. Landreth dumps it to Bell. Good right to left. Came up short of a turnaround jumper. Landreth had the rebound. It was ripped out of her hands by Jolie Myers. That's a tie-up, and it'll stay with Dale. By the way, my friend, congratulations to you, too, because you've made this a production that people want to watch now. And that's been, I know, from the day that you took the job as superintendent, something that you really committed to making.
You know, I've been a partner with Squirtle from the beginning. We were one of their first 4 schools at my previous school, and it is important to me. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Savannah Cinco with it, left wing side. That's Jolie Myers, and her pass is knocked away. And Ava Bell has it, brings it down the floor. Euro step to the goal. She missed the layup. She's done well getting to the rim the last 2 possessions, but missed it. Landreth with the rebound, took a step, and she was trying to get away from Caitlin Turner, and they're going to call the foul on Myers. That's her second.
Bell did make a really nice Euro there. I want to really focus on that post move she made. Really a nice move, and it doesn't happen by accident. Eric Smith and Coach Wilson had the girls working on our post moves just yesterday. I saw in the practice, and Ava was working really hard at it.
By the way, Scott Wilson does a terrific job, too.
He does.
He really does. Eric gets a lot of the credit, but he'll be the first to tell you he's only as good as his assistants, and he's had some good ones in his career.
Absolutely.
First foul shot is good. One more coming from Elia Landreth. That's her first point. She averages just under 3 points per ball game. You know, DalePirates.tv is not just for sports, and you're going to find that out. There's so many things that you can do with it.
Absolutely right. We've broadcast a band concert during the fall, and it'll just do more and more things as the year progresses.
Landreth hits both, 46-21, a minute to play. Dale's going to go to 3-1. Latta will be 1-3. Adair, pass knocked back into her face. It's free of the floor, and looking for a whistle. Finally, they call the jump ball as Aaron Kerr was on the ground, tied up by Elia Landreth. 46-21 with 48 seconds to play. This one's really been all over but the shouting after a 15-6 third quarter run for Dale. Right corner, Caitlin Turner bounces it to Kerr. Kerr with the basketball, pivots, needs some help, ball deflected. Caitlin Turner has it, half a minute to go. She's being pressured out high by Cicely Shirey, and Dale forces a turnover. Avery Watkins has it, she'll bring it to the front court, right side to Bell. Bell back to Strange, left side to Shirey. 15 seconds to play, a deep 3 put up, and that one no good by Strange. Rebound to Bell. Bell's cut off, spins, goes up, hit the bottom of the rim. Rebound to Lattis, Caitlin Turner. 5 seconds to play, Taylor across midcourt. Wing left with a basketball is Myers. She heaves it towards the goal. It hit the front of the rim. The follow shot by Anderson after the buzzer.
Was that a pass or shot?
Oh, they're going to give her the bucket. I thought it went in. Yeah, an assist off the rim.
Yep.
Paisley Anderson gets the basket. That makes the final score 46-23. So Dale a winner tonight over Latta here with a home opener. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment on Squirtle. Back here to wrap it up for the Dale High School Gymnasium. Game 1 of this home opening doubleheader between Dale and Latta in the books. Final score, 46-23. Dale now 3-1. Latta falls to 1-3 in this matchup of small school girls Titans. And if you're Clay Plunk, I think you have to like the progress your young team made tonight. But for the outset, even despite a slow start, it was really pretty clear who the more dominant team is.
Absolutely. I do like number 11 for them, the freshman. But, the too many weapons for Dale, and finally warmed down and got loose offensively enough to come out with a convincing win.
Leading scorer tonight for Dale with 13 is Brooke Rutland. 8 points from Kaylee Strange, 6 points from Mackenzie Herman, 5 from Ava Bell, 4 points apiece from, actually only 4 from Carson Briggs, 5 tonight from Ava Bell, and 9 points in there as well from Gracie Walker. Nobody in double figures for Latta. The leading scorer was 7, Kelby Hardacker. Final score again, Dale wins it 46-23. Time now for Will Jones' interview with boys basketball coach Jeff Edmonds.
Okay, tonight on the pregame show, welcoming with us Coach Edmondson, our longtime head boys basketball coach. Coach, how long have you been the coach here at Dale?
I've been the head coach here at Dale for 18 years. This is my 20th year here at Dale.
That's amazing. 18 years as the head coach at one place. Really impressive. Says a lot about you. Also says a lot about Dale as well. That just blows my mind. I did a little coaching too, Coach, and I don't think I was head coach anywhere longer than 4. And so it really is impressive to me. Where else have you coached?
I started off my first year, I coached at Hera, and then I went to Deer Creek for 5 years as an assistant coach at both those places. My first head coaching job was at Meeker, which is where I went to high school. So that was kind of cool coaching. I coached a lot of kids whose parents I kind of grew up with and came and watched me play. So it was a really good deal. I had some good kids and good families that I got the opportunity to coach there. And I kind of grew up in this area also. I went to high school at Meeker. My first year of college, I went to OBU. So I was always familiar with Dale, and I knew the tradition. My wife is from Dale, so Dale was a place that we always kind of kept an eye on, and always wanted to be part of the Dale. We wanted our kids to grow up in a good school district, and we thought Dale would be a great place for them.
Michelle works here as well. It's kind of coaching can be a kind of she's kind of your assistant coach and team mother and all that, and does a great job for us at the middle school as well. Obviously, last year, returned a lot from a team that won a state championship. Started 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. I know I got to watch all 3 of your state tournament games. Do you feel like did you expect going in last year to win the state championship, or what was your mindset going into last season?
No, we had a lot of question marks. We were so young. I mean, and we're small, so we didn't know, could 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores win basketball games at the high school level? Could 5'8", 5'9" guards, compete against seniors that were bigger and stronger than us? So there was a lot of question marks, and it was really a special year for these guys. I grew up, with Easton playing, and all of his friends on the team. I've kind of grown up with this group, so it made it really special. My wife and my daughter kept book, so we were kind of all involved. So it was kind of a storybook season with a storybook ending.
Kind of this team is not just you're just a little maybe closer, even though you're close to every team you coach, but just because these kids have been in and out of your house over the course of time.
Yeah,
it's a pretty unique situation.
Stay the night a few times, and our families. I've been really blessed to be put in this spot with a bunch of good families and a bunch of good kids to hang out with during the school year, but also hang out during the summertime also and play a lot of tournaments together. So this group's been on the floor a lot together, and they've had some really big challenges, played against some really good teams, and have won some really big basketball games. Now,
the year before last, you were in the state tournament. Did you make the semifinals?
We made the
semifinals. That's right. Won a close game against Morrison. It's an amazing game in overtime. I got to see that as well. Don't you think that even though they were young, don't you think that experience helped last year's team maybe pull off the state championship?
Yeah, they got to experience it, and I think it made them even hungrier. We had a really good team that year, and we felt like we could win it that year. We were really disappointed, so I think it made us even hungrier the next year to really want to win a state championship.
It is very rare for a team that young to pull it off, and so now that this year you've got the target, the proverbial target on your back, all those kids back, and we've already seen examples of that with the dog fights you've been in it. At Preston, obviously didn't have Dayton in that game, and then at Bing, man, that was a tough game, and so you know you're going to get everybody's best shot every night. Obviously have a tough schedule ahead as well.
Yeah, that bullseye on our back, believe it or not, we've kind of always felt that way at Dale. I mean, I know you wouldn't believe this, but some people don't like Dale, which I can't imagine that. But anyways, yeah, we've always felt like teams we always got their best shot. Teams wanted to beat Dale, and now it's kind of multiplied by 3, 4, or 5 now that we've won it. Everybody's, the game they've got circled on their schedule, so we're going to get their best shot, and we've had some teams play really good against us, but in some ways, we look forward to it. We're trying to be the best team we can be, so playing against good people and getting that best shot every night, we know we have to go out and play. We know we have to be prepared. So in the long run, it's going to end up making us better. We're going to be a better team for that.
I agree. So do have a lot of guys back. Can you talk about your team and just some guys that we do have returning and off to a good start this year?
Yeah, we want to get everybody healthy, and we would like to take advantage of our depth this year. We feel like our first 5 are better than every team we're going to match up against. We feel like our top 7 is better than the other team's top 7. I mean, we feel like our top 16 is better than the other team's top 16, and all the way down to the end of the bench. So we want to try to take advantage of our depth, play faster, play a little bit more full court defense, and kind of take advantage of that this year.
Obviously, the focus every night is, you have a lot of good players, and that's why you win it. You can't just win it with one, but there's a lot of focus on Dayton. Talk about him just a little bit.
Dayton who?
I can't remember what's his last name.
Oh yeah, Dayton's been just, I mean, they're all so much fun to coach, and Dayton too, he's such a coachable player. He's your typical superstar in that he's a great player, but he also makes all his teammates better. And everybody knows about his scoring and how he gets to the rim and gets highlight videos, gets dunks, but I enjoy more than anything all the little things he does, just seeing the floor, making the great pass. He's one of the best passers I've ever coached. Grabbing rebounds way up above the rim, and then also in big moments, stepping in front, taking charge. It's, he's such a complete player, but it's all those little things that he does, I think, really puts him at the top of the list.
On down the list, like I said, such a really well balanced team. Deacon Jones, Levi Kelly, Jet Higdon, and on down the list. My goodness, it's a good group and so balanced. And what I really like about the group is how much they share the ball. And as a former coach, man, that's really beautiful to watch.
Oh yeah, I think that's really what makes them special. Just their work ethic, and they play hard, but they all see the floor so well, and they're all great passers. But their willingness to do it, their enjoyment to do it. I mean, you can tell they're not out there to score 10 points. They're not out there to score 20 points. They're just out there for the team to get as many points as we can. Somebody makes a good pass and somebody makes the shot. I mean, you see everybody on the floor, everybody on the bench is just as happy as that guy that happened to get the bucket. So they are very unselfish.
I thought Trey Chambers has made a huge jump from the state tournament last year, me seeing him and to what he is now. Really kind of fitting in with the guys that have had a little more experience.
He's worked really hard in the summertime. I mean, all these guys are such hard workers. Yeah, it's tough. We're talking about freshmen, especially when you're 6'5" or 6'6", and you're that young. That makes it even tougher. And he's really strong. And he gets around, moves really well for somebody his age and his size. And yeah, he's worked hard, and you can tell that it's benefiting him. He's playing really well.
I've noticed too, you've become a little bit better rebounding team than even last year with the strength that's added with him, Deacon, and of course Dayton's a great rebounder as well, and Jet. And just all of a sudden, it's tough to get an offensive board against the Pirates.
Yeah, they've worked so hard, and that's what's impressive is if you've been around this preseason this year, you'd think we lost last year because Deacon's up here getting up shots, he's working out. Same thing with Jet, Easton, Levi. They all played on summer teams, played at high level. I kind of giggle about it and think, how do you think we lost? And it's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm the luckiest coach in the state, maybe in the states, in the United States, because I've got such a good group to work with and such good families here.
I love that. You mentioned Easton, and tell me a little bit about the challenges of coaching your own son.
He's actually made it really easy on me. We talked about being unselfish. He's too unselfish, which, me being the head coach probably helps me at times, but yeah, he would love to go out there and make a great pass and give it to somebody every single time. And he's another guy that does all the little things, takes charges, just gets the ball movement, and then when you think he's not going to shoot it, he'll put a dagger right in your eye, he'll hit a three, or he'll blow by you and get a layup. So, it's good as a coach. I get to encourage him to be more aggressive, because sometimes when you're on the other side of it, it's tough coaching your own son if they're taking the shot every single time. But he's made it really easy on me because he's such a good player and he's such an unselfish player.
Well, you mentioned that you were fortunate. We're all fortunate to get to watch the Pirates this year, and you do a great job, you and your staff, Coach Johnson as well. And he gets to take on his hometown tonight, Latta. So good luck to you, Coach, and the Pirates throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dale boys basketball coach Jeff Edmondson in his 21st year as a high school boys coach, 16th year at Dale, 423 wins. And again, most of those have come here in Pottawatomie County. Dale Pirate Athletics want to thank Boomerang Diner, D&D Truck Sales, and the First National Bank for their loyal support of Pirate Athletics. Stay tuned. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip. It's game number 2 of this doubleheader between Dale and Latta. It's coming up next. This is Pirates basketball presented by Bank First on DalePirates.tv, powered by Squirtle.